Hello, everyone, and welcome to another 22 Minutes with Jayson and Stefan. Today, hey, Stefan, peace out, brother.
I was
Peace
doing
out.
22. Yeah.
Oh, 22, yeah, 22, peace out, yeah.
Or quotes.
I'm a little slow this Wacky Wednesday. Yeah. Quotes.
Maybe I don't smell good.
Yeah.
And scared kids.
Yeah, right. So today is Wacky Wednesday, and we want to bring you some more wacky photos from around the real estate world. So hopefully we'll be able to put a smile on your face today on this hump day and make your day a little bit lighter. Yeah, with some 22 quotes. Hey, if you want to reach out to the show, please, we're going to try something new now. Let me turn down the music. Cue the music, please.
Yeah.
We're going to do something new here. We're going to do, if you want to reach out to the show, just hashtag 22 minutes. So hashtag it on Facebook, hashtag it on Twitter, and then I should be able to reach out and search those and then let those questions be a part of the show. So that'll make it real easy for everybody. So we're not emailing each other and just make it one convenient location, 22 minutes.
Sure.
So do that for us. Share with your friends and family. If you're looking to purchase or sell or refinance, please reach out to us. We'd love the opportunity to earn your business. Right? And
Correct.
And as always, man, I forgot to start the stopwatch. So we get 22 minutes. So we're about 2 minutes into the show. So
Yeah.
we'll keep track of that for you. All right, cool. So let's get right into today's deal here, and these are some photos here. And
memes. They're called memes.
Memes.
Or memes.
Memes?
I think so.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
No, they're memes. They're called memes.
Memes. All right.
Those are the no.
All right. So let's. I'm going to queue up the first one here, and then we'll run through them and hopefully again these are all to put a smile on your face. On this.
I hear you.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. That was a little sound gesture there. So you're probably reading our lips there. This is Wacky Wednesday, but the sound is now back, so everything should be good.
It was always back. You just couldn't hear.
Yeah, you just couldn't hear. That's part of the Wacky Wednesday.
It's not that tough. This job is hard.
I know, right?
All right, so let's talk about this one.
Yeah.
A lot of these memes are actually like realtor type of humor, lender type of humor. But another internet lead who lives at 123 Main Street. This place must be huge. I like it because I always I have a team, and so whenever I do a quote like I'm looking to sell my house 123 Main Street,
Yeah.
And so it's funny because we all use that address for some reason.
Yeah, we do use that address. I don't know why 123 Main just sticks in everybody's head, but it does.
I'm going to buy a house on 123 Main Street.
Yeah,
that should be a goal, everybody.
There's a lot of people that live there, man.
That place must be huge.
It must be huge. It must be huge.
That's what she said. Remember, we did that. We did that off the air. A little humor.
Yeah.
It's an inside joke. You'll never get it, everybody.
Right. All right. So, okay.
I'm looking at Kermit.
Okay, so let's go on to Kermit. I'm sorry, I had another computer and it just kind of beeped at me. All right, so let's see here. It's actually playing on your thing here, so we're gonna X this out here. Good grief! It is Wacky Wednesday. All right, Kermit the Frog here, realtor. You can choose me over sent. What? The realtor.
The realtor you chose over me sent me. I'll read.
Yeah, you read, please. Good grief.
I wish I could do a Kermit impression, although I sound a little bit like Fozzie.
Yeah.
But the realtor you chose over me sent me 9 invitations to play Candy Crush this week. That's none of my business. So I think it's funny, and this is why I don't play games on the Facebook.
Yeah.
I think like 3-4 years ago, maybe even longer, I was playing this game, and all of a sudden or whenever my mom scores a bunch of points on Candy Crush, I can see that she's been playing for like 3-4 hours. Oh, she made level 10. But
right.
Yeah, I think it's funny because a lot of realtors are, and I'm guilty of playing on my phone once in a while, right, Judith? Yes. I do what we call a power break, probably maybe 5-10 of those a day.
Hey, speaking of which, I just heard today, Pokemon Go has now been deemed a fitness app.
Sweet.
If you can believe that. So Pokemon Go is now a fitness app. So for all you fitness buffs out there, go get some Pokemon Go.
And then eat some pizza because it's got vegetables and meat and proteins.
Yeah, it's healthy. It's all good. All right, so let's move on to the next one here.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, you know what? That's.
Is that the same one you're at?
Yeah, the Hallelujah. Whoop, sorry.
I'll read it out loud because there's a few of us that have the reading level. That moment when both husband and wife finally agree on the same house. How often is it that you show a house, the husband loves it?
Love it. There you go.
It's got a 3-car garage.
Yeah.
It's got a shop in the back. It's got the pool. The wife doesn't like the kitchen. The wife loves the kitchen. It's got a pool in the back, but it only has 2-car garage. And they're just like, why are we looking at these houses? That's what I always say. Right. If you don't like it, this one's a 2-story. At what point are you telling me that a 2-story wasn't good? Now we're all looking at single levels, but
right.
Yeah, it's funny.
It is funny. There are, different needs for different people, whatever. It's kind of ironic. Even with the same family, you got different needs, and it can be a challenge for a realtor for sure.
I have this app that when somebody on my app is searching out a home and they look at it more than 5 times, I get notified. Maybe they like the house, because they looked at it 5 times.
Right.
So I had an agent and I was training him, and I said, hey, give this person a call. They looked at this house 9 times. And he's like, well, what does that mean? I go, well, that means that they looked at it twice. They showed it to their husband or wife. Hey, honey. Oh, and then the next morning they woke up. They looked at it a couple more times, maybe over breakfast. Oh, yeah, it's still there. And so he calls up the husband and says, hey, that house on 123 Main Street, because I can't remember the address. Right. That house on 123 Main Street is available. It looks like it might be a good fit for you guys. And then the husband's like, what? I've never seen this house. So so he hangs up the phone, and then my agent looks at me and says, no, they weren't interested. And then a minute later, the phone rings. It's the husband. Yeah, I guess we want to see that house. So it was...
That's kind of a funny thing with my wife and I, because people, my friends will say, hey, didn't you, I talked to your wife, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of weird. You're married, and yet some things you just don't communicate everything on. So it is kind of strange how that works. All right, cool. Let's go on to the next one here. Mr. Austin Powers, and my photo's kind of on that, just a hair, but
I noticed the for sale by owner sign in your yard. I too like to live dangerously.
Yeah, I like this one. Because, this is kind of a growing theme right now, right? I mean, there are a lot of for sale by owners out there, a lot of people who use Craigslist or, what other type of web pages to post their properties on. And it's dangerous because there are a lot of legal aspects to a purchase contract that you can get in trouble on.
Well, Craigslist, Zillow even has a for sale by owner thing right now. The one question I have when I talk to the for sale by owners is, how are you pre-qualifying the buyers?
Yeah.
And they go, what?
Yeah, right.
Well, how do you know they're going to close?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a tough question. So, I mean, that's just even one step, how do you know that they're going to close on time? I see that they're trying, what are you using to market? Right. The sign. I'm using the sign.
Right, exactly. So it is dangerous. I mean, this has a funny connotation to it, but I haven't heard anybody. I don't know anybody specifically, but I'm not in the legal aspect of a lot of things. So, but I'm sure there's a lot of legal pitfalls out there for us.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there is. That's funny. I've never heard of anything. There's not been one recorded incidents that I know of,
Yeah.
but I'm confident that it happens all the time.
I'm sure there is, man.
That's
It's
funny.
kind of like deleted emails. I'm sure they're there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on to the next one here. I really like this one.
Yeah.
This
I'm
one's
going to
funny.
do my impression of what I think she sounds like. Who said that real estate professions was stressful? I'm 48 and I feel great.
But she looks 90. Hey, where's the beef, man? Isn't this kind of looks like the where's the beef?
Yeah, maybe she's there's this joke. Can I tell you a joke on the air?
Yeah.
So there's this
It's a
guy.
family show, though. It's a family show.
Oh, it's a family. Yeah, right. Okay, so Sun City is one of our adult communities here in the Phoenix area, and it's adult community, meaning that you have to be 55 and over
Yeah.
to live there for tax benefits and things like that. There's this reporter that's going around Sun City interviewing people because it's about that time the snowbirds are coming down.
Yeah.
So he sees this older gentleman, and he says, the guy's like walking pretty bad, and he kind of looks like this picture a little bit, and he says, "Hey, can you tell me like what you're doing to stay fit and stuff? Welcome, Sun City." He's like, "Well, yeah, you know what I do? I drink every night. I party till like 4 a.m, smoke cigars, drink scotch, a different girl every week." And then he's like, "And I feel great," just like that. And the guy's like, "Well, that's awesome." He's like, "Well, how old are you?" He's like, 26. So I kind of ruined it with the photo that's already on the screen, but you're 26, yeah. Anyway.
He's 26.
I should work on that joke.
Yeah, it's all about the delivery. Yeah.
Timing
and delivery. All right, so that was good though. I like it. All right, next one here. This guy retired. Speaking of retired, right? They got a new guy out on this one, the most interesting man in the world. I used to have this as my ringtone, man. I love this guy. I love the creativity on these commercials is fantastic. Go ahead and read it for us.
"I don't always reject offers, but when I do, it's because I've been lowballed." I sound like Stimpy or Ren. I don't know which one, but it's a terrible impression. I like this one because I do reject some offers. I usually always counter. I try to always counter, but if it's like 20K or 30K off, then I just give them a flat rejection, especially if it's been on the market for only like 3 days, But this thing could be so funny because this meme can do so many stuff, like "I don't always sell my house for sale by owner, but when I do, it's because I hold an active real estate license in the state of Arizona and I can market it on the MLS." I think that would be a funny one. But
yeah, that would be a great one, dude. That would be awesome. And a lot of people actually get their real estate license just so they can do that very thing, sell their own house, and then
so they save $4,000, but then they don't even market it right, because they don't know how to take the professional photos, or they don't know how to get it on the 2,000 web pages, which is what we do. We get professional photos done, we get everything to make it top dollar, and then they go for sale by owner with their own like iPhone and stuff, and I'm saving $4,000. Well, then you sit on the market, maybe you pay 2 more months worth of mortgage, that adds to about $3,000, and then you take a low ball offer. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And and I'm not a realtor, I'm a lender, but if I were a realtor and I saw that, saw a new agent, because you can see how long an agent and their track record and all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, that would be some powerful information for me to go into negotiations.
Yeah, so sometimes I get an offer from somebody. There's an app called HomeSnap.
Yeah.
And I can go in and type in the agent's name. It'll show me the last 24 months. And sometimes they have like less than 5, but sometimes they have like, 50 or 60. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right.
Now I can talk to them on the same level,
Right, exactly. All right, so the next one here, this is a good one, Maury Povich.
"You are not the father." Yeah.
So,
You claimed you were a serious home buyer, but your insistence upon seeing a $339,000 home when you're only pre-approved for $250,000 has determined that was a lie.
DNA test, please. DNA.
Yep.
And open the envelope.
That's funny because I get this all the time where somebody tells me I don't want to go above 250. Right? They always say I don't want to go above 250, and then they ask me about a house that's 290 all the time. Like I'm like, that's not. And I always say it's not fair. You're cheating because I'm only showing you houses at 250. But if you're looking online at 290, then I feel like you've given me a restraint that you're not following. Does that make sense?
Right.
So for all the buyers out there, if you're going to look at houses for 300, tell your realtor, hey, I'm comfortable at 250, but send me everything under 300.
Well, and the other thing to that too is I think a lot of buyers, and this is just me thinking from a buyer, trying to think from a buyer's perspective. I may be way off base here, but some buyers want to look at the higher values, the 300,000, and then think they can negotiate it down to where they are pre-qualified, right?
Right, like this one's 90,000 off.
Yeah.
So you're the lender. If you give me a qualified buyer that's qualified for 250, and I send over an offer for 339, and I say, hey, can you make this work?
You say, man, holy cow, you're really hurting me here. Yeah, no, it wouldn't work.
That's funny. I think we have a similar photo because there's more than one way to do this, Maury Povich.
Yep. All right. So next one here. Next one to Maury Povich here.
You stated you were ready to buy. Well, 47 showings over 4 months has determined that was also a lie.
Tire kicker, window shopper, whatever. I had a client one time, to give you a little backstory, they had to have a specific view of a specific pie-shaped yard of Phoenix, and it just didn't exist. It just didn't exist. And they ran this realtor rampant, looking at every property, jumping through hoops, threatening to go somewhere else, and as realtors and people of service, we want to make our clients happy, 100%.
Right.
And so we'll do just about anything, not everything, but just about anything to accommodate. But at some point, buyers got to take some responsibility too and say, hey, look, I can't do that to Stefan. I can't make him run from, Goodyear over to Apache Junction every day and expect to be there in 30 minutes. Not going to happen.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me of someone.
So,
remember who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Down in Maricopa. But I've done this before. I've done this where somebody needs a house next door to another house, and I've knocked on that door and saying, are you guys interested in selling? And they were. The problem was they weren't qualifiable for another home. But if somebody's very specific, I'm not afraid to knock on that door. Like, hey, we want this house. Well, how much knock on the door? I have somebody that's interested in buying this house. How much would you sell it for if we're not interested? Right. What if we were at 350? Then they're like, huh? Right. Right. Because they don't even know what their values are right now.
Right.
Some of them, especially if they're not thinking about moving.
Right. Exactly. So this is we want to accommodate. We do. But at the same time, it's kind of one of those SH, blank, blank, or get off the pot kind of situations. Be respectful, I guess, of everybody's time. We're all professionals here. All right.
Yeah.
Next one here.
Show homes to non-proof. Oh, my fault.
Should I take over the reading now?
It's a long one. It's a big word. Show homes to an unapproved buyer. Girl, please. Maybe you should have done that one because I feel awkward saying girl, please.
Yeah, girl, please.
Girl, please.
Yeah, showing homes to unapproved buyers. This is a rookie mistake with a lot of rookie realtors, right? I mean, they show properties because they get excited that they got somebody who's interested in actually purchasing a house, and they don't go through the steps in order to ensure that they're not wasting their time and the buyer's time.
What I like to do this. I like to meet them. If it's an online lead, I like to meet them at the property.
Yeah. Then
we talk about getting them pre-approved, how long that takes. But if they don't want to take the time to get pre-approved, then that's it. It takes 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes.
Right.
Let's just get you talking on the phone with the lender and just go over the basic stuff and see where we're at. Let them pull your credit.
And I've had buyers too who call me. They want to get pre-approved, but then they don't want to give me all the information to get pre-approved. They're just kind of kicking the tires to see what the rates are. And, for me, I got no problem. I'll tell anybody my rates. I'm not bashful about rates like some lenders might be. But at the same time, it's like, well, if you're doing that, I can pick up on that. People can pick up on that on the other line. And then I'm not going to be willing to give you my expertise. I'm going to kind of blow you off because you're kind of blowing me off by just using for the rates, which I understand. Rates are super duper important. I totally get that. But just get to the point. Hey, I'm not really ready to purchase right now, but tell me what your rates are. Don't lead people on through conversation.
I think an even better question is how much house can I afford for $1,500 a month? I think that's the more legitimate. I mean, people are always worried about what their rates are. they should figure out what their budget is and then buy in that range.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the first questions I always ask people when I talk to them, what payment are you comfortable with? You know, what's the payment that you're comfortable with, and then we'll work out the purchase price based on that payment.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of how that goes. Okay, next slide here.
When I overhear someone talking about real estate,
Jim Carrey perks up.
Right. We're like if you're eating at Chipotle and two people are talking about getting pre-qualified or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
I had this happen actually last week at Circle K. She was complaining. She was co-signing for her daughter to purchase a home, and she's like, "I'm not in the business of flipping houses and blah blah blah," because she was putting all the money down for her daughter, and the lender came back and wanted more money down. I gave her my card. She never called me, but man, she was giving this person an earful on the phone when I was standing in line at Circle K.
Well, I think if you were maybe a week earlier, because they're probably at that closing table at that point, like, hey, I need another $4,000 or something.
And that unfortunately happens more often than not. I had a good friend of mine, and I'm always hesitant to do loans for friends. So I offered my services to them. They didn't use me, and I'm actually thankful that they didn't, because sometimes the expectations from friends, hey, can you cut me some slack here? Hey, can you do this? Hey, and it just puts a strain on the friendship. So, but she got to the closing table and she needed to put more money down. So that does happen, and it's unfortunate. All right. Next one here. Number 11. We're doing good. Well, we're just about at our 22 minutes. So.
All right. Okay. I like this one, and then the next one, and I think we're good. But okay. This one's great for all the agents out there. This is Judith. I have Judith. She's one of my transaction coordinators. Look at this slide.
She's in the background there.
This is, in fact, she was on the phone. She was on the phone leaving a nasty message to a new build right before we started, because we have not seen the contract yet. The buyers have signed it. We haven't received it after like 4 or 5 days. So waiting on disclosures from listing agent. Now we are guilty of that too. I try to get all the disclosures at the listing appointment. Yeah. But this is us. This is Judith right now waiting for the executed contract.
Yeah, and that even could be from the listing agent, but I know a lot of people wait on disclosures even from the lender too. That can delay things. So there are a lot of disclosures, a lot of stuff out there, and in all fairness, we all want to make sure that it's correct and right, and in doing so, that can take a little bit of time. On a new build, that should be pretty standard.
This could also say waiting on funding docs.
Yeah, waiting on funding docs, whatever.
Waiting on the wire.
Waiting on the wire, right. That's one thing that we'll say during a real estate transaction. Have some patience. Patience is a virtue. All right,
let's end with this one. Unless you feel like that last one is really awesome, which I kind of like. Zillow said it's worth how much? I get this all the time. Like Zillow said it's worth $250. Yeah, right. Zillow said it's worth how much? And when exactly did they come out and inspect it?
Exactly.
I like Zillow. Here's what, as a realtor, I don't like Zillow because the information is always wrong,
Right.
But as a realtor, I love Zillow because the information is always wrong. So it's
right.
It
consistent.
Solidifies my occupational choice,
Right.
So it's a joke within the real estate industry where, it's bad because it's wrong, but it's great because it's wrong.
Right. Yep.
Speaking of which, I'm going to click on the last one, and then we'll just.
All right, let's do the last one real quick.
Because it's another Zillow. Hey, look, it's a collage of all the homes Zillow accurately evaluated. So.
Bob Ross. I used to love watching that guy on Saturday mornings.
Happy Trees.
Happy Trees. Yeah, happy place. This is our happy place. But yeah, no, Zillow is not anywhere near where it needs to be. Although I will say, I think in the future, we are going to see these algorithms for these determination of values be improved. So we'll see what happens with that in the future, because we are running into some shortages of appraisers out there. All right, so
talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, right? All right, cool. So those hopefully put a little smile on your face. Hopefully we put a little smile on your face as well. We are at our 22 minutes here, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Remember, hashtag 22 minutes on Twitter or Facebook, and we'll reach out to you. Like our Facebook page, share it with friends or family. If you're watching this on YouTube, please share that too. Subscribe to the channel. And we hope to bring you good, valuable content each and every day.
All right. What is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Throwback
Throwback
Thursday, right? Yep. Throwback Thursday. So if you have questions, again, hashtag 22 minutes, ask your question, and we'll be sure and pick it up and answer the question tomorrow.
We'll throw back an answer.
And we'll try to throw back an answer tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have an answer for us. And then that's pretty much it. So thanks you all for watching. And we'd love to earn your business. I always forget to say this, but we'd love to earn your business. So if you're looking to purchase or sell or refinance, please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you.
If you're looking to rent.
All right, cool. All right, see you guys.
All right, bye.